If you're looking to buy a Prebuilt gaming PC from $600 all the way up to $4,000, this video is for you. I'm going to show you 5 different gaming PCs, 4 different budgets, $4,000 being the max amount of money and $650 being the lowest. Now, there are some budgets that I'm not covering on this video, so if your budget is not on this video, don't worry about it because you will have plenty more in the video description, as well with all of these systems, so I do recommend you checking those links if you want to see the latest prices because the market changes every single day. That being said, let's start. With the first one we have the budget-friendly HP Victus 15L for $650. This one has the i5 12400 alongside the GTX 1660 Super. Now, if you don't know anything about computers, this system is a really capable 1080p system, so if you have anything higher than a 1080p monitor, then I do recommend you spending more for a gaming desktop. However, if you have a 1080p, a 144Hz monitor, or even a 240Hz, depending on the games that you play, this system will be more than enough. The only thing that I do recommend you upgrading down the line if your budget doesn't allow right now is the RAM and the storage. It comes with 8 gigs of RAM, 2x4 so it's dual channel, and it comes with 256 gigs of SSD, which is going to be enough if you play esports titles, but if you want to play high demanding video games, those are going to be more heavy on storage as well, so I do recommend you upgrading both. If you can do it right now, then great, and if you can't, don't worry about it. These are easy upgrades you can make down the line. With the next system we have a $900 gaming PC, and I do recommend you getting this one even if you have $1,000 in your wallet. We are talking about another 15L, but this one has much better components and you don't need to upgrade anything inside of this system. It comes with the AMD RX 6600 XT for the GPU and the Ryzen 7 5700G for the CPU. If you don't know anything about components, once again, this one is a high FPS 1080p gaming PC, but you can even start playing at 1440p. So if you have a 1440p monitor and you don't want to spend more than $900 or $1,000, I think this one is the one to go with, since if you want to get more FPS at 1440p, you're looking to spend around $1,200 or more on a Prebuilt PC. This one has 16 gigs of RAM, more than enough for gaming, and you get 500 gigs of SSD alongside a 1TB hard drive, meaning that you get plenty of storage, enough RAM, and really good hardware for high FPS 1080p or even 1440p. Now, with the next one we have a higher FPS 1440p gaming PC. We are talking about the Skytech Shadow from Amazon. This one has the 12400F, so in terms of CPU you are not getting an upgrade actually, but in terms of the GPU you are getting the RTX 3060 Ti. We are talking about a 10% faster GPU than the RX 6600 XT from the HP Victus, but it's worth to mention that the price is $300 more expensive. However, here you get a much more upgradable system, so if you're also thinking of making a bunch of upgrades down the line on the hardware, then I highly recommend you getting this one. But if you just want to plug and play, especially at 1080p, then the last one will be more than enough. It really comes down to your budget and your monitor resolution. With the next one we have a much more expensive gaming system. We are talking about a $2,200 gaming PC, and like I said before, if your budget is between $1,200 to $1,000, let's say it's $1,500, you will have another system for that price in the video description as well, so don't worry about it if I'm not talking about those systems on this video. Here we are talking about a much better 1440p and even 4K high FPS gaming PC. This one has the RTX 4070 Ti. This is the GPU that I currently have, and it's a really high FPS 1440p GPU. You can actually watch my benchmarks in the top right of the screen of the video. And then for the CPU you get the 12600K, a great CPU for both gaming and multitasking. You get 16 gigs of RAM, which once again is enough. You can upgrade to 32, especially if you're going to do a streaming or content creation, but if you're just going to do gaming, 16 gigs will do. And then you get a terabyte of SSD. Overall, this system, it's a great PC, but it's actually pretty expensive, so once again, it comes down to your budget. And if you want to play at 4K, even this system will be enough, but you have better options like the number one on this video for $4,000. Now I know this one is much more expensive, but if you want the best of the best for $4,000, well actually it's $3,800 after you apply the $200 coupon code from Amazon. You get the Skytech Pro Eclipse with the i9 13900K, the RTX 4090, 32 gigs of DDR5 RAM, a 1200 watt 80 plus cold power supply, and a 420 all-in-one liquid cooler for the CPU. Like I said before, here you're getting the best of the best, so whether you have $4,000 and you want the best of the best, so at the end of the day, this is the best that you can get on the Prebuilt PC market. If you want to build your own system, it's going to be cheaper, and of course I do recommend you building yourself a gaming PC instead of buying a Prebuilt system, but it is going to take you more time to build. That being said, there's nothing that you can't do with this system, and we are talking about video editing, multitasking, gaming. You can do everything at the highest resolution with the highest performance on the market right now. And if you got value out of this video, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly, hit that bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content, which I do from 3 to 5 times a week. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.